Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here at Wakefield. We are at the beginning of Season 5, in which we are now inside of the championship. After spending 2 seasons in League 1, we get automatically promoted, finishing in 2nd in the league. We now sit 7th currently, thanks to I actually have no idea how we're 7th. Seeing as we are a team that starts with a W, we should be all the way down here, honestly. We should be with Watford and West Brom, but we sit 7th. I digress. We are going to look to try and get a 1-season promotion into the Premier League. It's going to be hard, but I think the boys can actually do it. And now, with us being in the championship, we no longer have to specifically and actually accept these transfer offers for players from these big clubs. Somebody like Richie, I don't have to accept this for Sheffield United. I can keep him at the club if I want to. I am not going to be totally strict with that. If I get a good deal and if a massive club comes in from somebody like PSG, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Man City, somebody like that, I will obviously Bayern. I will probably be more lenient to sell to let them go to a massive club. But if a club like Sheffield United, Lyon, Wolfsburg, I probably won't let them go unless I want to let them go. So that's that. We have a youth staff already set up for this season for these first 3 months. And in fact, I went ahead and gave myself a report automatically right off the rip. We got England, Ivory Coast, and Brazil. I'm avoiding the nations that are not in the game because I've been getting goalkeepers. But I might go back to that after these 3 months just to see what we can get. But here we are. We have a lot of players. And none of them are going to be coming in, it looks like. Oh, that guy was worth $1 million. We want real good players. We're in the championship now. We don't want these low-level players for sure anymore. We want amazing players. Edson Morales was looking like the best one, but other than that, these guys don't really look that good. To the Ivory Coast, and it's looking like it's going to be the same. We're going to start with some absolute hooners of a scouting report. We obviously have, I believe, Brazil left. If we didn't go to England yet, I believe it's England. And England looks absolutely horrific as well. Maybe this guy, 425K, just doesn't have a future here. None of these guys have a future. This is your squad hub, scout hub squad. Just check in for the season. We have 4 players on loan. I know I said last couple of episodes after accepting a loan for Clement, I'm actually going to let him stay on loan. I'm just going to let him be on loan. If we do end up selling Richie, we might have to bring this guy back. But for now, he can go on loan. We have 2 goalkeepers that are 70 overall. Shabala wants to leave. We're going to try and progress that. I'm actually going to have to change these roles to make them all prospect unless they're 80 overall. Cordoba is 80 overall. Dennis is 61. His time here is up. Weston is still here. His time, honestly, I'm not sure how he hasn't really been growing that much. Does say showing great potential, so we'll see about him. Steele's time, great backup, but his time might be up. Watts is here as well. As you can see on your right hand side with the players, that is our home kit for this season. Red stripes with white stripes as well, sponsored by Adidas for the home kit. I don't know about the other kits. I just chose the design, not the sponsorship. David Villa, he honestly could go out on loan. Same as Julio Gonzalez. These are some of the players that we just bought in at the very end of last season that you actually didn't see on camera at all. Sykes, I have a theory that he might be leaving this summer. Hopefully not. Fox can go out alone. Varela is obviously here to stay. He's been one of the best players. He was one of the best players off the rip from last season. Kind of slowed down. Pera is in the starting team. Oh, not starting team, but in the squad hub as well, coming from the Youth Academy. We're going to go ahead and loan him out. Possibility of not actually loaning him out, though. But someone that we could loan out is Chai Rodriguez. He can be loaned out. Jermaine could be loaned out. Alves will probably end up staying here. Porter, he wants to actually be loaned out already, so that's kind of fine, even though I kind of want to sell him. Rafael Ramos, I'm not going to release him. I'm just going to give him a new contract. I'm going to loan him out, maybe slash transfer him out as well. Figueroa could go out on loan. And then we have 3 strikers out, all 70 overall. Lombardi obviously being the best. Ponce was up there as one of the best as well. So we are going to actually loan out Gabriel Teixeira. And we are going to have these 2 strikers lead the attack for this season. Obviously, if we get any other players that are good, we could do that. We also have 89 million in the budget. Now 50 million of that is going away because we did just build a brand new stadium, aka we upgraded our stadium to a bigger stadium there, which is on, I believe it's called Moulton Road on this game, which is obviously Wakefield Park here on this series. So we're going to go ahead and delete 50 million for that. And there you go. You can see now we have 39 million. It's not like we actually use this money to do anything, to be honest. We don't buy anyone. Any players that we do bring in, it's 1 free agent per season. That's a youth player. That's a youth-generated player. So somebody like Kaiser, a 76 overall cam. Somebody like Kramer, a 76 over left winger. Honestly, I'm kind of looking like the likes of him right now. I can't lie. 22 at 76 overall, though. I'm going to go and shortlist them. I don't want players that are overpowered like a Messi regen or an Mbappe regen, but somebody like Harrison Adams, who's honestly not good enough. We just got to get looking at the youth academy specific players. Like this guy, we couldn't even bring in because he's not a free agent. We would have to go through the actual free agents, and which is something I will go ahead and do right now. See if we can find anybody that is not crazy good, but not crazy awful. That is at least 16 to 21 years old. Now, I went ahead and accidentally added a player from the Ivory Coast through those terrible scout reports. And I don't know if it glitched out or not, but we got a 17-year-old, 67 overall left mid. That is 72 to 94 potential. I don't know how, because I didn't see anybody that was even in the 60s. I think I seen this 170 maybe. That wasn't even good enough, and I think I don't know, I might have to go back in the recording and look that out, but that is that. We're just going to keep him in there. We'll see what he is about maybe later on. I did find 2 players on the free agent market that could be first team-ish players or good squad players. We have Shin Kramer, who is 7.5 million market value rating, 22 at 76. His sprint speed and acceleration is great. His balance is great. His agility is all right. His finishing would need some work. Other than that, can't lie, he looks like a very decent player for the either not even really left-hand side, but the right-hand side as well, to possibly replace Rafael Ramos. And then we also have a right back that could be a decent backup right back for Sykes. Not completely sold on either one of those. We can kind of see what kind of offers we get, see who we loan out, and all this other stuff. And now we're first selling slash loaning. Nope, this is selling. This is steal. Going to Austin FC for 420-ish K, I believe. No, 620K. He's on his way to Austin FC, the MLS club in Texas, one of the newer ones. We also are on the verge of selling Cordoba as well. Cordoba's time here might be true and well over. Going over to Barcelona, he is set to just really go over there any second now. So we are going to have to be on the market slash youth academy list for a new left back for sure. And here it is, Cordoba leaving to Barcelona for 25.5 million. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We said I would sell to the big clubs, and a big club came from one of our best players. And as we sell our left back Cordoba, we go ahead and check this guy out. He actually just turned 16. Literally simming a couple days later on, he's now 16. He's coming into this team. He has 4 to 5 play styles. I'm assuming one of those has to be a playstyle plus. So Cristobal Ruiz is going to come into the team and be probably our new starting left back. And let's go and check out his play styles: acceleration, sprint speed, stamina. Honestly, good stats. He is 72 overall, so I kind of expected that. 77 stand tackle, 67 slide tackle, 75 heading accuracy, 74 defensive awareness. He has anticipate playstyle plus, which is actually insane. He has long ball pass. That's kind of weird for him having long ball pass. I guess he plays it out from the back a lot. He has block, bruiser, and quick step, all as just regular play styles. But anticipate playstyle plus is actually huge for a left. I guess not really a left back, but I guess it is for a left back, which is interesting to see. And this is our loan list as we get to the first game of the season. I'm still hoping to add a couple more players to this, especially if we bring anybody in from the youth academy. But obviously, y'all know about Cadillac, Vieira, and Saeed, and then obviously Clement at the bottom there. But Texera has been loaned out to Sporting CP. Figueroa has been loaned out to Andorra. Pata has been loaned out to Bournemouth. Germain has been loaned out to Lex Poznan. And then Davide Villa has been loaned out to Villarreal's B team. And then obviously Clement, who's already a +4. He might have an improvement and he might have a say-so in this season already. But here we go. First game of the season, and it's against Stoke City in a championship. You can't make this up. However, it is at our new ground to kick things off here. And just to show you the rest of our jerseys, there's no kit clash here. But we obviously have the red and white, like the red and blackish with white strips there. We have a red and orangey kind of mesh shirt here. And then we have a blue fading into even a darker blue / purplish is darker blue as our alternate kit. Honestly, I really love the home kit there. That home kit is actually really nice. But here we go. This is your starting 11 for majority of the season, to be completely honest, as long as things don't change. Check, Lombardi, Ramos is still here. Richie is still here. Varela, Mayor, Ruiz, new starting left back. Watts is in there. Weston still as our club captain. Sykes, and then Vera in net. On the bench is actually all we have in the squad. We have Ponce, Porter, Alvarez, Rodriguez, Fox, Gonzalez, and Shabalala. That is our bench. Now Verdella out wide for Check. Check is getting cut inside. Check over the top for Lombardi. Lombardi trying to head it down, and it's actually going to be a handball in there. We're going to have a free kick pretty much at the top of the box. And it's going to be Ramos to possibly take it. Does Ramos really have the best free kick, though? Because does Czech not have... Czech's free kick actually is terrible, but he literally has dead ball playstyle plus. So Ramos is going to take this. It's probably going to hit the wall. No, it's actually going to split the wall into the back of the net. And Ramos has the first goal in the championship for Wakefield. It's 1-0. We go in between the defenders' heads into the back of net off the free kick, and it's 1-0 for juniors here in our first game in the championship. And Rafael Ramos just through the wall there, just through. Any further right or left, that's blocked out. Fox on the ball. Fox in towards Ponce. Ponce on his first couple of touches doubles the lead. It's 2-0 for Wakefield. And Ponce makes it 2 for the good. And we might pick up our first win of the championship in our first game of the season. Lyris, now last chance for them just to grab a consolation goal to get their season somewhat up and running, but that should be that. A 2-0 win in our first game of championship football against Stoke City. They beat us in the FA Cup. We beat them in the league where it matters the most. Our quest of not automatic promotion, but first season promotion at the minimum for the championship is well and truly under the way. Now, Ramos got man of the match. We'll play, not man. Yeah, man of the match. He got man of the match. We are going to go ahead and start improving on just everything for him. That way it's not focused on one thing. He got man of the match. So +3 on free kick actually, considering he just scored a free kick. And he also gets dead ball play style. Since he scored a free kick from a dead ball situation, he gets the play style there. Now, I did just see somebody might be injured here. Videla, how long are you out for? 4 days. That's perfectly fine with me. And right after that game, we get our first real scouting report of the summer. Hugo Fayetta, 1.1 million goalkeeper. Not going to bring that up. And we are going to go ahead and promote Alion Diarra, the Ivory Coast player that we randomly just got. We are going to go ahead and promote him to the first team. quick sim this game against Swansea City. We win 4-0. Ramos, a double from Lombardi and Richie as well. 4-0 against Swansea City. And the reason we brought in the Ivory Coast is because I knew this was going to happen. Rafael Ramos has been loaned out to Chelsea FC for the season. We're going to see how he grows out there. I know he just had a good start in the season here at Stoke City, but he is gone for 12 months to Chelsea to continue growing further. This is your starting 11 to take on Bristol City. They have 2 for 2 wins out of their first 2 games alongside us, so we are going to go ahead and take them on. Check. Ponce gets the nod over Lombardi. Alves gets the nod over the new guy. Richie on that cam. Videla, everything else is the same here. And let's go ahead and get into the game. And let's see if we can beat Bristol City Rovers to keep our win streak alive in the championship. We are 2 wins for 2. 6 goals for, 0 goals against. We have not conceded a single goal this championship season so far. Obviously a 2-0 win against Stoke City, and then the 4-0 win quick sim from Swansea City. We're going to look to continue the fine form there as we get an early handball. This season is riddled with handballs already. Bell, Weston tackled Mayor. Ponce out wide for Alves. Alves now in for Richie. Richie will cut back. It's still Richie. Still with Richie. Now into Videla. Videla out wide to check. First time finish into the back of the net. Basha couldn't keep it out, and it's 1-0 for Wakefield. The first real attack here from the boys. And he goes into the back of the net. Midfield is just sitting here still in statue. Now into Mohamed. In towards Bell. Bell with a power shot. Saved and blocked, I should say. And Richie will look to clear up the field, and is exactly what he's going to do. Over the top now for Alves. And Alves is in behind here. He's going to look to slot that to Ponce. He will. Ponce on his left foot. Save, but Richie on the rebound. Keeper in no man's land. 2-0 for Wakefield. And we are looking perfect to start the season here in the championship. But we do have Burnley up next. We have one of the biggest challenges in the championship up next. Knight now. Weston, beautiful work from him. Weston now into check. Check into Videla. Videla slots that in from Lombardi. And Lombardi makes it 3-0 for Wakefield. And we are in cruise control. That's 3 for 3. That's 9 goals scored before we even conceded 1. Diarra controls it nicely on his side into Videla. Videla into Lombardi. Lombardi into Rodriguez. Saved. Videla header. 4-0. And the boys keep going. And Videla, he started off this last season so strong. He wants to do it again. Obviously, 3 games in, he had 6 goals. He had half his goals last season in the first 3 games. It's his first goal here, though, for us. And it's a 4-0 thumping over Bristol City Rovers. It's Burnley up next, though. The first massive test of the season here. And with that goal, Videla gets man of the match with a goal and 2 assists. That'll be another +3 attribute boost for him. And after 3 games, we set a perfect record of 3 wins from 3, 10 goals for, 0 goals against. We've had a perfect start to the season. Back-to-back 4-0 wins, a 2-0 win is there as well in the first game of the season. We now take on Burnley, who starts the season off absolutely horrific. 1 draw and 2 losses. So this might not be the game that I thought it might have been, but they are a good team. I expect them to be up towards the top here as well. But it's looking like Hull City at the moment are going to be our closest challengers. Into the fact, do we play Hull City at all to the rest of this month? No. When do we even play Hull City? We don't play them all the way to November. So that will be interesting there. I am going to go ahead and wrap up the first month here, though. We are going to play Burnley. We will play Burnley for sure. In the first game of the, not first game of the season, but we are going to go ahead and start this team. Diarra gets to start. That's really the only change from the actual starting 11. I would put Alves over there, but this is your starting 11. And in fact, I'm actually going to try something. We are going to go ahead and put Richie out wide on the left, Check out wide on the right, Varela on at cam, and then Fox on at midfield in his spot there. I honestly am half tempted to change Varela to a cam because I think he would be a great cam. I think his stats of him going from a +4 at CM to a +8 at cam kind of tells me that anyway. It was kind of like that thing with Martins when he was +22 or whatever for a center mid from center back. So that might be a thing we do to kick this season really off and truly, and see what Varela is. Maybe place Richie out wide on one of the wing sides this time around. Crossed in, Foster, and there it goes. We concede our first goal of the championship season against Burnley. It's always bloody Burnley. There it is. Hopefully that doesn't open the floodgate though. Hopefully it's just a one and done at the moment. Shevchuk in towards Roberts. Roberts into us. Foster, and it's 2-0. And Burnley double the lead. Oh wait, I'm down 2-0? Huh? I was just on a phone call. I got scored on again? I thought he missed. Last time I remember he missed. The ball into Foster is here, and I thought he missed. He did not miss. It's 2-0. I think he missed. I just don't remember them scoring that quickly. From him actually scoring to that last kick of me saying, oh, we're down 2-0, it was about 10 minutes, I can't lie. Just sitting on pause. So I forgot it was 2-0. We're down 2-0 to Burnley. The first 2 goals of the season, the floodgates have opened, unfortunately. We're going to quickly try and close that down and repatch it. It's Czech into Lombardi, into a Varela, and Varela makes it 2-1, a quick response. Right, Julio Rodriguez trying to clear it. It'll be Veta who picks up the ball. Now in for Mayor. Mayor out wide for Diarra. Diarra in for Richie. Can somebody else run up here with him, please? And besides Fox, actually. Alves out wide. Alves still going. Alves still going. Alves still going. Alves across the face of the net, trying to find Ponce. Nearly did so. Richie on the ball now. It's still with Richie. Fake cross from Richie. He'll find Diarra. He'll find Ponce. Ponce turns. Tossing and turning. We got to get away from Dappers. He's a great center back. Into Richie. Shot. Saved. Possible pen, ref. Possible pen. We lose our first game of the season to Burnley. Richie could have had an opportunity there. That should have been a pen in my honesty. It is what it is, though. A 2-1 loss against Burnley. I told y'all Burnley are going to be one of the teams to beat up there. Varela had another great game despite coming off injured. And it's Foster who picks up man of the match for Burnley. That is unfortunate. Varela, broken toe, out for 3 months. Watts, who got injured but didn't really come off, he's only out for 5 days. Varela being out for what, 3 months is not good at all. He's just not good. We have Fox who takes his spot, but we quite literally don't have a reserve. We don't have a reserve into minimum the first of the day, and in fact, that's exactly what we are going to go and cook him. Is it the first or second? Did I do it on the first or did I do it on the second or the third? It is the first. Okay, cool. We are just going to go ahead and not customize club. Don't want to customize the club. I want to go here, calendar, the first of the day. We'll see these other league results. Obviously, no transfer offers will happen. We lose to Birmingham 3-2. Obviously, that's because we probably had to play some shit player at center back, and same as West Brom as well. We lose 4-1. So a perfect start comes to a perfect ending, and it actually comes to a horrific ending there. 3 wins from 3, and we went from conceding 0 goals to 9 goals in 3 games. That is just not good enough. I'm still going to title this perfect episode because it was a perfect start to the episode. We're just going to go ahead and clear out all this real quick, and then we'll get to the monthly scouting report. And here we go. We are just going to go ahead and bring anybody that looks like a midfielder and is 16 at least. That doesn't have to be looking decent. They just have to look like they are playing in midfield. This guy right here, 73 overall, he's just not good enough from Brazil. And then over to Ivory Coast, is not looking good as well. I do got to bring in midfielders, though, but I'm not going to bring in awful midfielders. I just want to bring in some squad depth, even though I know most of these players just don't have a future. It's just awful. We'll go ahead and bring this guy in. We'll bring him in. We won't bring this guy in because he looks horrific. We won't bring him in because he looks horrific. Same as for Watt, and Tucker. And then Howdy Bowden, we'll bring him in. Is there anybody that even plays the central position of center mid? There's one. There's one that is absolutely horrific. Obviously, the best players that are in here are the three that we already had. Actually, Bowden's 63 overall at right mid. Or right winger, I should say. I wonder if he is a better CM, though. I mean, he's going to play CM. He doesn't really have a choice there. Hart is 67 goalkeeper. Correa, 69 overall striker. That's the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.